Good morning. Yesterday in Fundations, sorry, super distracting to have a light right in your face. Yesterday, we learned our new letter, lowercase n, and we practiced it with our flip crayons and our notebook. Today, for Fundations, you are going to need your whiteboard, an eraser, or marker. We're going to practice them on those whiteboards again, because it's good practice. Shouldn't take too long. All right, if you don't have those things, press pause. If you do, remember when we do our whiteboards, we're going to take our marker, we're going to take the top off, and we're going to put it in the last two fingers. Okay, that helps us to make our pinchers. So the cap is inside my hand, and I have my pinchers ready. I am going to share my screen so you can see my board. Here it comes. You see my board? Look crooked, there we go. Okay, so we've learned so far to write lowercase t, b, f, and n. So we're going to practice those today. So some of them we should be almost experts at, right? 3 of the ones we've learned so far are tall letters. So they start, all of our tall letters start at which line? Yeah, the skyline. But our new letter N, nope, it's not tall, it's short. That's okay. But it starts at the plain line. So we have to be careful today as we practice our letters. Some of them start at the skyline, and our new one starts at the plain line. All right, are you ready to review them and see how we go? The first letter we're going to do is letter T. T, top, t. Okay, it starts at the top, yes. But which line? The skyline. Okay, so get that marker ready on the skyline. We're going to pull down to the grass. Stop. Don't let it sink past that grass. Jump to the plain line. Fly forward. T. All right, do another one. Ready? Down to the grass. Stop. Jump to the plain line. Fly forward. All right, one more. I think we can fit 3. Ready to start at the skyline? Down to the grass. Stop. Jump to the plain line. Fly forward. Okay, so friends, before you erase, I have to tell you the hardest thing. When we do learning like this, the hardest part is I can't see you. I like to pretend. I like to pretend you're right here at my table with me in my dining room. And I like to try to guess how long it will take you, but it's really hard when you're not here. So if I go too fast, first, please know I'm so sorry. I don't ever want to do that on purpose. But the good news is you can press pause. When I'm in person in live, you can't press pause. That's kind of funny, right? All right. Hopefully I'm not going too fast. Good tease. Take your eraser. Remember, it's easier if you use the hand that doesn't have the marker. That way you don't have to let go of the cap and the marker and then start all over. But if you did, no biggie. Just take a minute to put that marker and that cap back in your hand the right way. All right, on to letter B. Remember, no jumping. Start at that skyline. Down to the grass. Stop. No jumping. Back up to the plain line. Around and make that belly. Then you can move over and do it again. Down to the grass. Stop. Back up to the plain line. Around and make that belly. All right, one more. Beautiful B. Start that skyline, down to the grass, stop, back up to the plane line, around, make that belly. And you can see why when Mrs. Torres is lefty, she does not like writing on whiteboards. I erased my own letters. All right. How you feeling so far? Okay? Remember, if I go too fast or if you need more practice on a letter, just press pause. You can, the great thing about whiteboards, you can write and erase as many times as you like. And I know it's tricky at first, but the more we practice, the better we get. All right, here comes F. F is a little harder. We want to start F just below the skyline. Up and touch that skyline to make that hook all the way down to the grass. So a little bit below that skyline. Up and touch that skyline to make that candy cane. All the way down to the grass. Stop. Jump up to that plain line. Sorry. Give it a little bow tie. Just like T. A little bit below that skyline. First that candy cane. All the way down to the grass. Jump to that plain line. Give it a bow tie. One more candy cane. Just below that skyline. Up and touch that skyline, make that candy cane. Down to the grass. Stop. Little bow tie. I got this kind of tricky. It gets easier. The more you practice F, the easier it gets and the better it looks. So if you need some extra practices, press pause and take some. All right, last one. The new one, letter N. N does not start at the skyline. It starts at the plane line. So make sure when you put your marker down that you are at the plane line. Down to the grass, stop. Back up to that plane line and give it a hill. Try not to let that hill go past the plane line. Then you're just going to try it again. Down to the grass, stop. Right back up that same line to the plane line and give it a hill. You want to be careful that when you go back up, you go up the same line. Otherwise, N can look like this. Does that look like an N? Look at all that space in between. We want there to almost look like there's just one line. So we want to go nice and slow. Down to the grass, stop. Stay right on that same line and give it a hill. All right, here's the job. Are you ready? Hopefully you were practicing with Mrs. Torres. Before we go off to the next job on today's work, I would love to see your board. I would love to see you write one of each letter. If it's not too much to ask, can it be a video? I love watching you write. So, but if that's hard and it's tricky, you can just take a picture, okay? But I would love to see you write those letters. I love to feel like I'm sitting right next to you, watching you practice your letters. It makes me feel like we're in the same room, like you're at my dining room table. So today, I want you to practice those letters, and then I want you to take a video of those 4, T, B, F, N, and upload your video for me so I can see you writing them. Okie dokies? Off you go.